see. Can
Yeah. Empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
Oh, I'm looking at this, waiting on my cue to come on here and say hi to y'all, and didn't know that for some seconds I was already being recorded.
And I'm looking like the kid who got the caught in the cookie jar because I'm doing other things.
Yeah, I mean that went by fast. But I'm gonna give y'all a minute to hop on board. Shoot, especially considering the fact that I ain't even ready. Even though I'm the one that jumped this thing off, like,
Yeah, you did.
and then turned around and act like basically forgot. But I have a wonderful topic for you guys. Today is
Wait, hold on. That is a matter of opinion.
well, it's wonderful to me.
Oh.
I think it's a wonderful topic.
I'm just saying.
Now, those of you that might be, y'all see what the title is. I mean, feeling some type of way about this topic, speak on it.
They chicken.
But today is Relationship Saturday, and I am your host, Lacey.
For who? Oh, my bad. I'm Monica.
Maybe we should we need to try to factor in this hot mess Friday. Cause I should have came on here yesterday and talked about a lot of things, but I didn't. A lot of things that I thought were deemed to be a hot mess. I'm trying to get this thing on here because I took it off and then had a hard time getting it back on here so that I could see my messages.
I didn't know he was in the banking industry. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking out loud. Let me.
But I can't see what my title is. But I know it says something like, I love you, but I don't trust you.
Something like, or is that what it says? You know what? Let me see.
Something of the sort. I love you.
No, it says, can a, well, that's what it says on Facebook. On Facebook, it says, can a relationship survive where love is present, but trust is broken?
I mean, that's a description, but I don't know why they put the description. That's the title, y'all. But I put that in my description. And so I guess on YouTube it's gonna probably show something different than what Facebook shows. But that is the description of the title that is I love you, but I don't trust you. Okay. So this topic is for anyone that is in a relationship or a marriage where love is present, but trust has been broken. Male or female does not matter. Cat or dog, it don't matter. Okay.
Wait a minute. Cat or dog?
I'm just saying for those that identify as. Don't want to leave nobody out. But that is our topic for today.
Is it RuPaul?
And let me see. Yes.
He looks good as a man.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen him as a man before, but right here he looks like a man.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. When that man is not clocked in, that is what he looks like. Yes, he's a beautiful woman and a handsome man. I would give that to him.
No, never mind.
What you thinking?
Nothing. Never mind. I just took that the wrong way.
Okay. I don't even want to know.
I thought you said I would give it to him, not give that to him. See,
No.
I took it the wrong way.
No, listen, I was right. No, I didn't want to know. No. I'm not attracted to RuPaul. Even as a man, he's too tall. I'm not. I
He
guess I
is a
just
tall man.
I don't know. I just don't like looking up at people.
Well, it depends. I can pull you down to me.
Yes, and then so I will say this. Go ahead and let me go and put this out here. Solicit myself because I have a problem doing it.
I just lost the
If
damn.
you haven't done so already, there it is. Like, subscribe, and share the channel. Snack Cackle Talk. I am VD Lacey. That is right here on Facebook. I am overall, everyone calls me Lacey. For those of you that did not realize that Lacey was not my real name.
Yeah, it
But
took me a while.
did it?
Yeah, like a year.
You thought Lacey was my real name?
Yeah, for about a year.
You poor thing.
Because everybody look, when I first started working there, everybody called you Lacey. So I thought Lacey was your first name for about a year.
Yeah, no. No, Lacey is my married name.
Well, I know that now.
And my first name starts with a V.
Well, duh.
Yes. But I had to go home and catch me a cat nap. I was so sleepy. Little Honor kept running in there all night long. Gigi play with me. Gigi play with me. Gigi play with me. I turned off TV, lights, no. Cut. It's time to go to bed. I have to get up in the morning, little girl. While she was full of energy, I know she was fighting no sleep because she was sleeping. She didn't have a nap. She skipped out on her nap. But I skipped out on mine too because I was tired today. So I had to go home and take a cat nap that I barely got because she was still wanting Gigi to take her on the bike ride today. But other than that, how was your day?
Tiring. I just got off the road. Mm-hmm. Literally.
It was something that I was going to have you to share. Oh, okay. So I told him that you might wanted to share your little story on how you got stranded the other day, last Saturday, when you had to get your tires done. I said, well, Monica might want to share that with y'all on how she got stranded.
I had to get my tires done.
When
I had to get my tires
when
done.
when we called Trey,
Man, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that.
I'm still stuck on how I put him on that 3-way call and he immediately tore into you and then didn't show up.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Did not show up.
Because he always talking noise, but then half the time, he don't even fall through it on his end of the bargain.
Yeah, I put him on blast too. I sure did.
I need to stop looking at all this food. I'm hungry.
But y'all, today's topic, like I said, what's showing up on there when love is present but trust has been broken, that is the description of the title. I love you, but I don't trust you. Okay. Now, let's jump into this topic because there are a lot of things that can lead to trust being broken in a relationship.
You know, it was on here earlier, but I can't find it anymore.
What are you looking for?
The live.
Oh, you having problems finding the live now?
Yes. It was just up.
Well, I managed to find it on mine this time around.
I found it, but now it's gone. You know what?
Now, research says that gave me like almost over 10 things that could lead to trust being broken in a relationship. And just because you don't trust your partner does not mean you don't love your partner. Okay. The two are not the same. Trust and love are not the same. Okay.
They definitely aren't.
But you do need both in the relationship in order for the relationship to work, in order for it to last. Okay. Now, some of the things that if y'all feel like commenting, the door is open, the floor is yours to comment on these topics. Okay. Now, everybody knows this one, the cheating and the infidelity that occurs in relationships. Everyone knows this, whether it happened in your marriage or before your marriage. Everyone has experienced this, whether it was personally or you was on the outside looking in at another relationship that experienced it. You pretty much know about the cheating and the infidelity that occurs in relationships and how that could lead to trust, first and foremost, being broken.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what leads to that? I don't know.
What leads to what? Cheating?
Cheating.
Greed.
Cheating and infidelity.
Greed.
I mean, and well, not necessarily.
Yes.
Because what if they're
how
not
can it-
greedy?
How can it not lead to? How can it not be greed when you have somebody at home and you want more?
Maybe you don't have someone at home that's compliant.
Well,
Like that,
whoa.
like
Compliant. Wait. Use a different word.
Like what I mean by compliant means willing.
You still need to use a different word.
No, I think that's the
Yeah.
correct word.
Willing.
If you have, and this is not just women, this is men
Okay.
and women.
Okay.
Men and women.
Okay. Agree.
Men
I
and
agree.
women.
I agree.
I mean, you might have, as a man, you might have a woman that even though she's with you, she's secretly into females. You know, some of them, they do that.
Don't
get
only say
married.
women. There are men that are secretly into men
Yeah,
as
but
well.
I'm on the women though.
Well, you can't make this one-sided.
I'm not making it one-sided.
That's making
And
it
then
one.
with a man, they are secretly into men.
Okay.
You didn't even give me a chance.
Cause I mean, hey,
maybe because I paused.
yeah, that was
So
a
it
long
made it
pause.
put the emphasis on it. But I'm just saying that it gets women's actions have been swept under the rug for so long because they assume that a woman is just going to stick it out with them through all the wrongdoings. So when a woman does something out of the norm like that, then they don't see it coming.
I disagree. I don't think women have stuck it out. I think they just. I don't think they've stuck it out. Mm-mm. Not unless the man has had money. Not in this day and age.
You have those that value the marriage and don't want to get divorced, even though they don't trust the person anymore.
There have been some men that have done the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this day and age, I don't think women have actually stuck it out.
Oh no, this day and age, no, not in this day and age. No, I'm speaking in past tense.
Oh, but
You know, because
on the same note, there have been some men that have loved their wives more than some women have loved their husbands, because there have been some
that's
men
what I'm
that
speaking
have
on.
stayed when their wives have gotten pregnant by other men.
Right. And that's what I was speaking on. Like maybe she's not compliant with you as her husband because she's already dipping somewhere else.
And usually when a woman does that, she's already gone.
Yeah. Now, what led to her infidelity? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea what leads to that man's infidelity. But let's say the other way around, you know?
But usually I think the first step that leads to infidelity is lack of communication.
Or not listening.
Oh, God dang it. You
Yeah.
have to call me back.
Yes. Communication, definitely.
Because, I mean, even if it's not verbal, there's some type of.
But trust is the foundation that leads to communication. Because if you don't trust your partner, you're not going to communicate.
That's
with them.
true. That is true.
You are not going to communicate with them. Even though we constantly say without communication, there's nothing with that but trust. If you do not trust, you're not going to pretty much confide in them. You're not going to share anything.
Because you're
going to be
people,
withdrawn.
There are going to be people outside of your relationship that knows more about your relationship than your partner does.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And that's heartbreaking within itself, because what if it comes back to you?
And it eventually will. It eventually will.
Yeah. So with that, the lying.
I don't think that'll ever be a problem in my relationship.
Yeah, well, lying leads to cheating.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you might not, but that person might. And we're not talking about just your relationship. We talking about everybody's relationship. Lying can ruin the trust.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially depending upon what you lying about.
Depending on the person, anything that you're lying about. You can lie to that person about whether it's eggs in the refrigerator or not, and they fly off the handle.
Listen, can you? And I have seen this happen. Okay, I have seen this happen. That's why I'm gonna ask: can you be in a relationship with a man, since you're a female, with a man that he's showing you nothing but attention? Y'all go out, he treats you well. If you're looking for that affection, he's showing it. You know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not necessarily saying.
So, are you asking me personally?
Yes, personally.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm not saying you're looking for love. Okay, you might not be looking for love exactly, but you're looking for all the other things that gives you that I'm interested. I can stay interested in you because you entertain me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now y'all want to take it to the next step and actually jump into a relationship.
Okay.
Not just talking and just eating and dating.
Not courting.
Right. Okay. So, and then out the blue, somebody lets loose that he has kids that he never mentioned to you. It's not that he was waiting for the right moment. It's more like he's used to not being, like, hiding his kids, especially if he has a lot of kids.
Wait, he's hiding them?
Yeah.
Okay, my first
and
question,
this happened with a guy that was working with us.
My first question would be, is how long were we courting or somewhat dating?
Yeah, because this guy, he was dating, he was really into this girl. Come ask me for my opinion. What did I think? And he's like, I don't want her to know how many kids I actually have.
Well, no, backtrack. My first question would be, how many kids? That'd be my first
That's
question.
That's why I asked myself, well, how many kids do you have? Because I knew he had 5.
And then my next question would be, does he provide for his kids?
Yeah, I knew he had 5.
Did he have more than 5?
But he actually had 10.
What the? Wait, hold on. Pump the brakes. Stop. Skirt. All of that. He had 10. How old was this person?
He was young.
Younger than 35?
Yes.
And he had 10 kids? How many baby mamas?
I know one girl had 5.
Okay, that ain't bad. Wait, did he have 5 other baby mamas?
I don't know. But yes, more than one baby mama, yes. He had 10. So, uh, what do you do
So possibly 6
with,
baby mamas?
with that kind of a lie? And you feeling this guy.
Well, it's
Or a
not.
girl, for that matter, that gives her kids
It depends. It depends.
to family.
It depends on how long they were courting. If it was only a couple of weeks, I can see it. But if it was months, then no, hell no. Because what else would you lie about? Just a couple of weeks, y'all just going on a few dates here and
Okay,
there.
but are you prepared? You have to ask yourself, because now you are in a relationship with this person.
Wait,
Okay.
so they've already jumped into the relationship
Yes.
phase? Oh no.
That's what I'm saying. You have taken it to the next step.
No.
And then somebody
No.
lets loose. He didn't tell you. Okay.
Somebody else told him?
Someone
Oh, no.
tells you.
Uh-uh.
Like just a conversation.
This is a piece of paper. This is a piece of paper. This is scissors. Cut it off. You got to cut it.
It's like while you at an outing, it's like, oh, so how are you getting along with his kids? And it's like, oh yeah, well, I haven't met him, but I know he's been telling me that he's got 5 kids. And then somebody say 5, girl, no, baby, he got 10.
So basically, either you unalived 5 of them, or you lied about 5 of them.
Yeah, you lied about 5 of them. You not alive. You lied about 5 of them, and you active. The story is that you're active in your kid's life.
All of them, not just those
But-
5, but all of
But
them.
are you ready for that? I take myself back to my 30s, okay, when my kids were still young. They were teenagers, okay. And would I be ready to be in a relationship with a man that has 10 kids?
No. No, I'm going to tell you why.
Even if he's taking care of his kids.
It would be different if he gave her the choice to deal with 10 kids.
Like, tell me in the beginning.
She was ready. She was ready for 5, but she was not ready for 10. Doubling that number is completely different than 5. So he gave her the choice to deal with 5. He didn't give her the choice to deal with 10. She probably would have came at it a little differently had she known about 10. She may have accepted the 10. But he didn't give her that choice.
God forbid you
no.
have sex with this man and get knocked up. And then
with
find
twins
out
or triplets.
And then find out he got 10 kids.
Oh, hell no. Baby, we having an abortion. And I don't even believe in abortions. But no, I'm not going to be dealing with you for the rest of my life, because everybody says it's 18 years, but it's for the rest of your life.
No, it's for, listen, yeah, y'all need to stop that. A baby mama and a baby daddy is worse than a husband and a wife.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it is, because you can
have
always divorce a husband and a wife, especially if you are not attached to them with children. You can divorce them. God forbid they pass away, and then you gain another spouse or another partner, right? But a baby mama and a baby daddy, you are attached to these people for life. Whether you want to or not, you're attached to them. Even if one of y'all died, that's still your baby daddy or your baby mama. And then all you still in their past, and you just thinking about all the hell that person put you through. If you had a bad relationship.
Only if you allow them to.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, me? Look at that. So I'm just, I that kind of trust right there. Then every time I get in a relationship, first thing out my mouth is gonna be like, do you got kids?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did that to my sister-in-law when she met one of her boyfriends when we were young.
Actually, you're not
even
gonna
gonna
ask, do you have kids? You're gonna say how many kids you have.
Yeah,
you're not gonna say you got kids. It's automatic. How many kids you got?
Well, for her, since she had our niece, then it was like, do you have kids? Because I need to know how you are with children. Oh yeah, I have a son. Do you take care of your son? Are you in your son's life?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a job? Oh, don't be badgering him. Because I know you're not thinking about these questions. So let me help you. I'm like, because I'm sitting here with him flirting with you, and I know he's older than her. So do you have it together? Because if you don't, get out of her face. I'm gonna speak on her. Get out of her face.
Yeah.
Who are you, her sister? Get out of her face if you ain't got it together.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do that. You have to do it.
Because she already had one child. Why would I want her to be stuck with two?
You got to do it.
You know? And if she watches this, she'll be like, yep. Yep, she did. I sure did. Do you have kids? Because she has a daughter, so I need for you. Even with Bree. Bree had a little honor. Her little boyfriend. I was like, do you got kids? Oh, yes, ma'am. I have a daughter. You take care of your daughter? Yes, ma'am. I take care of my daughter. You see your daughter? Yes, ma'am. I see my daughter. Oh, okay, because I'm gonna need you to know she'll package deal though. She'll package deal. She got a child. You can't take one without the other.
Yep.
Plain and simple. Bree, tell your little boyfriend, come on in the house. Tell him come on in.
But I will say it was my choice when I was dating and my kids were younger. It was my choice. I mean, they knew I had kids, but it was people that I dated that never met my kids, because if I felt that it wasn't going anywhere, you didn't need to meet my kids.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I would be places and I was like, oh, I dated him. My kids were like, you dated him? Yep. It was people I dated that y'all never met because y'all didn't need to meet them.
Yeah, y'all didn't need to meet them. Yeah. All relationships that you are in are not worthy of being around your children. You know. Because then you got to explain why they ain't gonna be around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I liked him, honey. It ain't up to you. Get your bags. You can help him if you want to. So, no, that trust, that's a big one right there. If I don't trust you, it's gonna be hard for me to continue loving you if I can't trust you.
Yeah,
but that's
trust
just
is a big one.
Me.
Trust is a big one.
And love is a hard thing to wean yourself from.
It is, and I hate that people throw that word so freely around. That's something I'll tell somebody in a minute. I care deeply about you, but I'm not going to say that I love you. They're like, you don't love me? No, I don't. And I'll say it in a minute like that. No, I don't love you. I care.
It takes a lot for me to love a person. And so you really have to hold a good impression on me and leave a good mark behind with me to love.
On that level, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so, like being a sympathizer, my tolerance is high. So it takes me a while for my anger to build. You know what I mean? Now, people that I don't love, baby, it's just 0 to 1,000.
Yeah.
I ain't got to walk up no steps with that anger.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
You know, but when you love somebody, you walk up a couple of steps, but you just walk away a couple of, a lot of times, you know, just, what, I'm not even finna go there with you today. You know what, just let it go. You know what, we're not finna argue today. Just move on.
But I will say, once you see that people will start hurting you over and over and over again, that tolerance is smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah, definitely. You ain't got to be no female to feel like that. So this is not just female generated information, because there are a lot of men that have a lot of tolerance. And I be sitting up here like, let me slap her for you. Since you don't want to do it, let me do it. And I be watching, be like, oh, I don't know how I would act if I was a man, because I'd be done knock shit out of her. That literally be coming out of my mouth.
I'd be like, where are you got some sisters? Where your aunties? Somebody need to, that could be me.
It's a lot of women out here that be ruining good men.
No, for real.
And then good women, they go chasing out the bad men. I don't understand why.
Well, what's your definition of a bad man? I mean, when you say they go after bad men.
Okay, let's just look at it like this.
Are you talking about like
Um,
abusive and
Yeah.
oh, okay, no, that ain't
Yeah. And they keep attracting the same type.
oh they do. That's their type. Verbally, mentally, physically,
I want me a
emotionally.
bad boy. Oh, it's okay to just say you want somebody that seem like they done played in the street or something. Okay.
Yeah.
But
That little,
does
they
he
have
have to
that,
be a thug?
that
Does he
little
have to
look.
be?
They have to
Does
have
he
that
have to have
look.
prison tattoos and teardrops and stuff? Do he have to have it?
Hey, all tattoos are not prison tat.
No, I'm saying like they want that type.
Oh, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that
They
type.
want that type.
There's nothing
They
wrong
want
with
to
that
know
type.
he done been to the pen
Oh,
because they feel like he's protective. Yeah, he's gonna be protective, all
they
right.
can be protective without being going to the pen. That's what they don't understand that. You can get a man that can protect you without him having gone to the pen.
They don't understand that. You see, Steve had to turn into Stefan in order for Laura to even give him a chance. She didn't want Urkel. She wanted Stefan because Stefan seemed like he done been in the street.
He was the hip Urkel. He was
Yeah.
the hip Steve.
He seemed like he had a sprinkle of thug in him. So
no, you didn't do it right.
She didn't want Steve Urkel. So it's like that's what these girls is chasing. Same thing with guys. They chase the total opposite of their. That's what it is. They chase the total opposite of their upbringing.
Not all of them.
The majority does. Take a house dog. He ain't gonna go look for another house dog. He's gonna look for a wild one.
Why it have to be the dog?
No, I'm just using dogs as the metaphor. So you take a person
that's because most house dogs are fixed. Nova has been fixed since she was old enough to be fixed.
Maybe she ain't looking for another house dog with a pacifier. That's the same thing for people. You take these people that's always had been given the golden spoon, they gonna look for somebody that don't even know what a golden spoon is.
Me.
That's what they end up chasing behind.
If I had a golden spoon, I'm gonna look for somebody with a platinum spoon.
Am I lying or am I lying? I am telling the truth.
I'm different.
Look at the celebrities. Okay? They came out, a lot of them came out the hood. They have no problem telling you, oh, I was homeless. I was to my last straw. I pulled the winning lottery ticket. Okay, but now you made it out. And you moved to the suburbs. And then you ain't
looking back.
You went to the corner and got the girl. You didn't even go to the store. You went to the corner and got the girl because she looked good in the miniskirt, bent over. And you dressed her up. And then now she'll go digger.
Or you got a pale face.
Yeah. Like I said, sometimes when they do that, most of the time if they real dark skin, I find that light skinned brothers do it too. But you see a lot of it with dark skinned guys. They don't when me and my husband had our football team. Okay, we had a semi-pro football team for 5 years. Okay, a lot of our football players, they had white girlfriends or white wives. Okay, one of the guys, it kind of, I had to really think about it. But he said he didn't want to have black kids. Why? You black.
Well, whether he realized it or not, society was going to see his child as black because they had a drop of black blood.
And everybody that have mixed kids, their kids don't come out looking mixed. Not everybody.
True.
Okay?
Depends on how strong those genes are.
But you didn't want to have black kids. So you married you a white girl because you have a problem with your blackness. That you did not want to have black kids. And then your kids come out my color with good hair.
But what some parents aren't ready to do is talk to their children about their heritage, as well as be able to talk to them about being able to defend themselves in school.
Right, right. I mean, your kids, they don't know what they are because they are whatever you taught them to be. Half of these little black kids think they white.
Or want to be white.
And like the little black girl, she says, I'm black. A little white girl. And she was so cute and serious. She's like, well, honey, you're not black. I am black too. And she said, well, no, you're not black. You're white. I'm not white. Stop saying that. And I said, oh, leave her alone. She don't know no better.
She'll learn when she gets older.
Yeah, she'll learn when she get older. But yes, cheating, infidelity, lying, those are the top 3 that leads to trust being broken. Now, research says withholding information.
That's the same thing as lying. That's lying by omission.
If you withhold information, am I gonna care enough? Probably not.
I mean,
It depends upon what the information is.
What? I mean,
And what's your reasons for why you withheld it?
that's just like saying
Because
a man has a wife and a girlfriend, and he tells the girlfriend about the wife. So who does he love more?
what they say, they tell them the girlfriend everything because you don't love that person. But no, sometimes you end up loving that person. You end up gaining love for that person sometimes.
Either way around it, you're still a liar.
Broken promises. Now they should have said that before withholding with information. Because that right there, that broke trust. I learned that lesson when I was 5.
My thing with that is, don't tell me that we're going to do something. Don't have me to change my plans for things that you said that we are going to do. And then when it comes time to do it, oh, I forgot. What? You know what? That's all right. I'll do it by myself. Because I have no problem taking myself on a date.
Especially if I'm sitting there waiting.
And yeah, I'm still going to wear the same outfit I said I was going to wear. If I said I'm going to put on my little leather-like pants with that little cute blouse you like, baby, I'm still going to put it on. And I'm going to strut my ass on out that damn door.
So broken promises, that is a big one for me.
And don't say nothing if you pop up wherever we're supposed to go and somebody else is sitting in your seat.
Me, I can ignore a lie. It depends upon what the lie is. But a broken promise, baby, I can ignore a lie. But a broken promise, baby, you'll see me go to 1,000 real quick. And don't play with my kids with those broken promises. Like I said, I learned that lesson when I was 5. I don't play them games.
I'm not going to go to nothing. I'm just going to say, okay.
Yeah.
Just like that. And then the answers to that is going to be, what that mean?
Now, if you lie to me and I catch you in that lie, trust, I am one person that I have no problem making sure you remember you lied. Remember when you said this? You the one said it. Why you get mad at me?
Yeah.
That's me. So it's like I said, like I can overlook a lie, depending upon what the lie is. But a broken promise, no. Emotional neglect.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good reason for cheating as well.
It is. That's why I was saying, like, I guess when I said if she's not compliant, if she's emotionally detached,
she or he.
Well, when I was talking about the female.
Oh yeah. But yeah, because with the female, they always say women are emotional creatures anyway. But once a woman, really, I honestly think that once a woman cheats, she's gone.
Especially if she has a good experience.
I don't think it really has anything to do with the experience.
Yeah, it do.
Because once she cheats, she's just there. It may be for financial reasons, but she's just there. Once she cheats, Even if it's a bad experience with that person, once she cheats, she's gone. If it's a bad experience with that person, she's gonna move until she finds the right person. And if the right
And
person has the right finances, that's the next man.
that is true. Because one thing a woman is not going to do is, well, shouldn't do anyway, is cheat and level down.
Mm-hmm. Unlike a man.
She usually, if a woman cheats, she's usually leveling up. Now, if she levels down, then usually it's because she already has everything she needs financially.
And she really cares for that person.
Yeah, she's just looking for the emotional that she's not getting in the relationship that she's in.
Or she sees really good potential
Yeah,
in that person.
That too,
And they can build together.
and build together. Yeah. So yeah, I can see that. Now this one is what a lot of people are getting a divorce from: financial dishonesty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me and my spouse, we don't have no financial issues, okay? But I left my phone open one day at work while checking my bank account. And then onlookers saw that I had money in my savings account. And the first thing out their mouth was, "Does your husband know you have this kind of money?" What you mean? It's my money. What does my money have to do with him? He don't clock in with me. I don't clock in with him. I don't go and cash his check and he don't go cash mine. I wasn't understanding that question. They were speaking Hebrew. I was dead ass serious too. Now, does Mr. Lacey have access to my money? Yes. Yes, he has access. I have access to his. But do I go in his account? No. Do I go checking his balance? No. For what? It's ours, but I don't go messing with it.
Well, when I was married, the only funds my ex-husband had access to was our joint account. He didn't have access to my money. No, ma'am. That was my money. Mine.
Yeah, I mean,
It was mine. I made it. It was mine. Well, no, your money is my money. His money is no.
Like my savings is my money.
He was not very good with money, so
He can't freely go to the bank and go take money out of my savings account.
And the joint account was only used to pay bills.
And joint account he has access to.
Until
and vice versa.
Yeah.
His personal account, that's his account. I don't have access to just go into his bank and just take money out of his bank. I don't know why people work two different jobs. They be like, "Oh, it's our money," and then y'all want to fuss about somebody taking money out the account without telling you. No, I ain't got time. No. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. And that is not trust issues. That causes, in my opinion, it causes trust issues.
Yeah, because then when you look at your account,
you're trying to figure out where the money went.
Exactly.
You're trying to figure out where the money went and what it was spent on.
Because unless they go to the bank and withdraw cash, you're going to see, just say you see something from flowers. Like, I didn't get no flowers. Where these flowers go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then even if withdrawing cash, then you're going to be trying to figure out, well, what could he have done with that kind of money? Uh-huh. Or what could she have been doing withdrawing this kind of money?
What was this $200
for?
Oh,
she withdrew some money out the bank today, but she came home empty-handed. Mm-hmm. I put gas in the car, so it wasn't for that.
She didn't need $100 to eat.
You know?
This bill was already paid. This bill was already paid. She didn't buy no new shoes. She didn't buy no new outfit. So what was that for?
Yeah. And then you be like, I hope she know that came out of her money. She only deposited $300, but she took out $500. No, anybody got time for that. But that's what you're dealing with when you doing all this. It's our money stuff. Yeah. I never understood that definition. I don't even know what that means. It's my money and I want it now. that's how that's how I feel about it. I'm just saying.
All right, JG Whitworth. And no, we are not promoting.
We are not. What I am doing, I'm trying to make sure that I don't have any messages. If you're just now jumping on this feed, today is Relationship Saturday. I am Lacey,
I'm Monica.
and today's topic is when love is present, but trust has been broken. Off of the topic, I love you, but I don't trust you.
I still want to go back to this dude that had 10 kids.
He used to work with us. You probably don't remember because I know he left after your first year.
Had 10
And he was on our line, but he worked on second shift. Yeah, he had 10 kids. And he was liking some girl, and the girl knew he had 5.
He worked on second shift.
Mm-hmm.
On our side or the other side?
On our side.
On our side on second shift?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you gotta tell me who that was.
I can't even remember his name.
What do he look like?
Like you say, he's your complexion with a red undertone. He kind of had brownish reddish kind of hair. A low fade. His hair wasn't cut all the way off. And every time he came to work, he always wore all white. Like he didn't expect to get dirty. He always wore all white.
Oh, like he was working at Flowers Bakery.
Hell, he might have been coming from there and coming to us. Who knows?
He needed 2 jobs with 10 kids.
10 kids, yeah. Okay, another one that says lack of accountability can lead to refusing to take responsibility for mistakes or hurtful behavior damages credibility.
I can see that. But that, you know what? That's not only in romantic relationships. That's in any relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Parent, child, friendship, any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to say just parent, child, parent. Because there are some children that don't want to, older adult children that don't want to take accountability.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now that accountability for me is a big one. That's almost a deal breaker. It's not quite there, but it definitely would upset me and borderline piss me off. Is that you're a person that can't say you're sorry?
Oh, that's definitely.
You know,
that's definitely.
You know you've hurt me, or you know you've done something, and you don't never see that you've done wrong.
Especially if instead of you just apologizing, you know, some people don't want to say I'm sorry. Yeah. Say I apologize. They don't even want to do that.
They be like, for what?
No, it's not even that. Instead of just doing that, they want to come in with you want to go out to eat or some flowers or a card.
It hasn't been resolved.
I don't want that because I will take that shit and tear it up. Them flowers, I will cut it up in front of your face. Here you go.
Yeah, it's not quite a deal breaker, but it would definitely
after you've done
upset me.
After you do that 3 or 4 times, it's a deal breaker.
Yeah,
because that's letting me know that you will never take accountability.
You would never take accountability. Yeah, so that one right there. If y'all haven't thought about that one,
that's like saying you crashed the car and oops, my bad.
Yeah, and you don't see that the wrong the role you played in that.
Exactly.
They know what you did.
Baby, I set the house on fire. We can go find another one.
And this goes for men and women. They can always pinpoint what you did, but they can't do this. They can't point the finger up. They can do this, but not this.
Yep.
That's a problem. Yeah. Especially when you're a person that don't mind saying, I'm sorry. My bad. I did that.
I apologize for anything I've done wrong.
Not them. Like, what I'm apology? Like, don't you think you owe me an apology for what? What you mean?
What you just did?
What do you mean? Yeah, that would get to me too. Like, disrespecting boundaries, ignoring agreed upon limits, or personal space can feel like betrayal. I'm not. That doesn't bother me. I mean,
To a
yeah.
certain extent. To a certain extent, because you
I
can.
guess I don't deal with that disrespect and boundaries because once me and Mr. Lacey we draw a line,
Agree.
we agree.
Yeah.
So I
But
don't really have to deal
I
with
can
that.
see how that can cause problems in relationship. God dang it. Call me back. I can see how that can cause problems in a relationship, with having to deal with boundaries.
Okay.
Because somebody can push and push and push and push and push, and then, somebody said, I don't like that. I don't like that. Will you please stop? And then they not. That's just like saying no, 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 and that person still does it.
Mhm.
You telling that person no, that's a boundary, but they're
Um,
still wanting to do it and they still do it.
I feel like if you set a boundary for someone and vice versa, and y'all have agreed upon those boundaries, and then that person constantly crosses that line of those boundaries, then they don't respect your boundaries or you for that matter.
Right.
That ain't a trust issue. That's a respect issue.
Yeah.
And that's something that they don't have for you or the boundaries that you've set. But they want theirs to stay intact though.
Exactly.
You know. Uh Gossiping and oversharing. Now, if I am dating you, and I have heard this a lot. If I'm dating you and you a kiss and tell person, oh, we're done. But other than that, the gossiping and stuff like that, guys gossip more than females. They
Oh,
really
they
do.
do.
They really, really do. But if you're one of those people that always got to share who you had sex with, how you had sex, and all that kind of stuff, then yeah,
Oh, it was
no,
definitely, if you talking about us, oh no, that's a done deal.
yeah, no. Whether we're serious or not, no. Let's see. Manipulation or gaslighting, twisting facts or causing someone to doubt their perception breaks emotional trust. I don't have to deal with that. I'm so glad my husband is not even finna sit up here and try to think hard enough on how he can manipulate me.
Well,
And I ain't gonna do that to him either. But that's a lot of thinking and sit there and try to figure out how you gonna mess with somebody's head.
well, I mean, I've never had to deal with that. I think I'm too strong minded for anyone to try to manipulate me. Um, Luckily, I've never had to deal with that. That ain't real wood. So I can't say I relate. So, but I can see how that can be a deal breaker if someone
I've
is.
seen it because and you've seen it too. And when you see it so much, it almost makes you feel like you're dealing with it. But when you see weak-minded people
Oh yeah,
being manipulated, mind controlled, and they know it's wrong, but they can't do anything about it. It's like they find a reason behind the wrongness
yeah.
that makes it okay for why the person did it.
Mm-hmm.
Being a friend or an onlooker, man, that is stressful.
I just be like, well, why you go along with that? Well, he doesn't. He don't mean anything about. Yes, he do. Yeah, he do. He's telling you what to think. He's telling you what to do, even though you don't want to do it.
I've seen
But
it to men and women.
it's okay. No, no, it's not. If you don't want to do it, then tell him you don't want to do it.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna do it this time, and the next time, and the next time, and the time after that. You're just gonna do it. Just first time you say do it, you just do it.
Yeah, no. I have seen it between men and women being manipulated by men and women. Opposite sex, same sex, I have seen it all three. And Lord, Lord, Lordy, well, 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 my grandbaby say. Well, well, well. I can't get you out that funk. You got to get yourself out that funk, because one thing you can't do is tell somebody what to do with their relationship, because you're just gonna be speaking on deaf ears.
I've learned to stay
They
out
have
of.
to learn that on their own.
Yeah, I've learned to stay out of people's relationships
Yeah.
unless they ask me a question about, if you were XYZ, what would you do? Like, well, if it was me, I'd ABC.
Yeah, opinion based only. But I was like, and I'm only gonna keep giving my opinion so many times.
Yeah.
And if I keep seeing you doing some dumb stuff,
But with some people, I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, don't even ask me, because you're not. Don't ask me for any advice, because you're not going to heed the advice you're asking. Like, why you gotta be so mean? I'm not being mean.
Not being mean.
I'm tired of wasting my time.
For one, stop. That's transferring energy. Because every time they do that, they're transferring it onto you. Because I know for me, it would piss me off to have to keep sitting up here listening to it. So, no. Mm-mm.
I never thought about it as transference of energy.
You ever notice they feel better once they told somebody? And then that person be walking around mad about it?
If that's the case, I'll be like, you know what? This is what you need to do. I need you to get a binder. And I need you to start writing that shit down so you can feel better. Because stop bringing it to me.
Yeah, they transfer energy. Inconsistency in behavior can break trust. Yeah, I can see that.
A little bit.
I can see that. Because a lot of people love to play games.
Oh, yeah.
That's
another form of mind control.
Yes, I can see that. Definitely. And
that's that manipulation.
I will say that when you're talking to somebody that you're digging and they're playing games with you, it's learning when to walk away.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a learning when to walk away situation right there.
Yeah, I dealt with that with somebody.
Because
and then I just told them, look, don't come to me for no more advice. I've given you everything. I've told you about some situations that I've found out firsthand. I came to you with the information, and you still want to deal with this person. You know this person is wasting your time, and you still want to deal with it. Don't come to me with nothing else.
Yeah.
Because you wasting my time and yours.
No, definitely. Definitely. So, yeah. No, I can't. That playing games with me, trying to mess with my head and all that kind of stuff, or my emotions, then it's you have to learn when to walk away.
Yeah. Because my time is valuable.
Yeah.
Very valuable, because that's something that I cannot get back.
Comparing to others. Oh.
That's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna compare me to somebody else, baby. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. That is a big no. Because the first thing out my mouth is, if you want you want to compare me to her, then go be with that bitch.
A lot. I am speaking from from personal experience of what I have seen and heard. So this is not directed to anybody. So if you feel some type of way, hey, exit left, because this ain't about you. Unless it really is.
No, sit center stage.
But I have seen this happen a lot in interracial relationships. I have seen it. I have seen it.
What I hate is you ain't nothing like my ex-girlfriend. But go get her. Go be with her. I am not her. Don't want to be her. Will never be her. Go get her.
Well, if you was white, well, if you was black, you'd understand. Well, if you were Mexican, I wouldn't have to explain. Well, hell. How about if you got what you want, then it wouldn't be.
Well, see, that's when you start.
Like, that's why I have a preference to just date my own. And even then, you can still run into those issues. But do not ever compare me to anyone else.
Well, the only issues I come across dating brothers is I knew I shouldn't have dated that damn Scorpio.
Really? Really?
Yeah. My son told me that. He's like, Mama, he said, you know what? I won't date a Scorpio because of you. I said, what does that mean?
You let's go off the chat.
I said, what does that mean?
I'm not about to play.
Yes. He told me he will not date a Scorpio because of me. I said, what? I said, Trent, what does that mean? He said, man, I won't do it. I won't do it.
Listen, I don't have to worry about that. I've dated what is my husband, a Capricorn, and I don't know what my baby daddy was. I don't know if he was a Libra or what. I can't even remember. Whatever the end of July birthdays.
Probably a Leo.
Leo.
Yeah. My ex-husband was a Taurus. Yeah.
Now I got two Tauruses.
Mm-mm.
I got two, a boy and a girl. And you know what? They are my quiet kids.
Mm-mm.
Both of them.
He was too soft.
Now Day's more livelier than Braylon, but yeah.
Mm-mm. He was a pushover.
Really?
Yes. I guess I just need a big manly man. Somebody. Yes.
That's probably what it is. Then.
I'm not saying beat me up. I just need somebody who'll be able to handle me.
Listen, and abuse is the last one. Now, a lot of women, and this is not a joking matter, okay? So let me, all jokes aside. So there are a lot of men and women. Or shall I say it the other way? There are a lot of women and men, okay? Because a lot of men do not report
They sure don't.
or broadcast or tell or share or however you want to put it their abuse.
Yeah, because it makes them look soft.
They do not. So that right there not only ruins trust, because a lot of people that's married, that's in relationships and they are abused, they don't lose trust. They don't lose trust because they trust that your apology is real.
And that's why
That's why it's repetitive.
And they'll be like, baby, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do it again.
And that abuse is mentally, physically, emotional, financial, like all of those things are draining mentally, draining physically. I am so blessed to have not had to deal with that kind of stuff.
Me too. Well, with the exception of one fight I had. It was a fight. It was a fight.
I mean, it's always gonna be a fight, especially if it's something like that. I might lose, but guess what? We about to be Ice and Tino. Like, we both gonna be messed up.
Boy, we tore that front yard up.
Yeah, any form of abuse severely shatters trust and safety.
Oh yeah, definitely safety.
Now,
yeah, I'm not a violent person unless I have to be.
To me, abuse, like I said, I don't see abuse shattering trust for those that stay. But it does shatter the foundation of love.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Because you trust their every word. You lose love for this person, but they tell you, I'm not going to do it again. You trust it.
But then
because
know
you give
what?
them another chance.
Yeah, and then if they stay, depending on how long they're together, eventually if they leave, that's the type of relationships they look for. They look for abusive relationships because
Well,
that's how they feel loved. It's like with
well,
every lick,
not all of them. Now
the
some of
majority
these
of them.
girls, I done seen some of these girls, and they literally be out in public tormenting these men,
Because
like
they know what they're gonna get when they get
begging
home.
for the lick.
Yes.
Like I know.
That's what I was about to say. It's like with every lick, it's like the more they hit, the harder they hit, the more they feel loved.
It's like this. The one video I saw, that I think they was at an Ace check cashing or something like that, and this was some years ago, way before COVID. Okay, and they was in line, and well, he was in line. And the girl comes in there and she's pushing on him, shoving him, cussing him out, getting all in front of people, bumping people out the way to do whatever she want to do to him, right? Hitting on him. Now he's bigger than she is, taller than she is, and I guess she just felt like her little attitude usually works for whatever attention he gives.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting up here like, I don't know how I would react if I was a man, because I probably would have knocked the shit out of her. You know, I would have gave in and just hit her. But I'm like, not condoning violence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm condoning self-defense. So she was hitting him in the face. She was punching on him. She hit him in the stomach. She kicked him. She stomped on his foot and stuff. Like she kicked him in the shin because he taller than her. She was showing out. Men got involved, holding her back. She breaking free. Like she was acting a pure donkey. And then that man finally punched her. It's like, is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted?
Had to be if she stopped.
It's like, is that what you wanted?
Wow.
Because to me, I saw her face leave the rest of her body. I don't know.
Like one of them Matrix moves. Her body moves and her face followed.
Is that what you was looking for? Were you looking for that? Who looks for that?
If they live together and she's showing out like that in public, imagine how she acts at home.
Throwing stuff and breaking stuff.
Exactly.
You know, like they say, fellas, if you get with one of them deranged girls, make sure that you always have the argument at her place.
She can break her own shit.
Yeah. Let her break her own stuff. And then you can go home. Don't let her come over to your house and tear your stuff up.
Right.
Plain and simple. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. Same thing for the women. If he gonna jump, if you're gonna allow this man to beat you down and you're gonna stay with him, do it at his place. Let him tear up and replace his own stuff. Now me, I promise you, you got one time. Make it count.
Because that will be your last.
Because it will be your last. Premeditated. It will be your last. But y'all, if y'all just not jumping on this feed, today is Relationship Saturday. I'm Lacey.
I'm Monica.
And our topic is when love is present, but trust is broken. I love you, but I don't trust you. Now, that's all I have on this topic today. If y'all want to say anything, or Monica, if you want to say anything, I don't have nothing.
We done went through all the bullet points.
Yeah, that was 13. Yep, that was all of them. I mean, out of all of those, my deal breaker with all of those is the broken promises and the abuse.
Well,
the abuse first.
I had quite a few. Abuse, broken promises, lies, financial mistrust.
I mean, the reason why financial is not gonna be at the top for me, because I'm gonna let you know at the beginning that what I make ain't your business and what you make ain't mine.
That too, but still, I mean.
And so to keep bringing it up, you're really gonna be talking to yourself.
But if you keep bringing it up, that's gonna work my nerves.
It's like, why are you with me, and why you worried about my money?
Then he gonna try to start an argument
No.
about money.
No, because
This
then
is
we're
my
gonna be
money.
broken up.
Exactly.
We're gonna be broken up. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Cheating, infidelity in a relationship, you deal with what your relationship allows.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That's all I have to say about that. If your relationship allows it,
I mean, if you allow it at that point, you're in an open relationship.
mm-hmm.
So it's not cheating.
Like I said, I can deal with the lying, depending upon what it is, but not the broken promises. The withholding information. This says finances, past actions, it erodes openness. I'm not really worried about the information you're withholding. It depends on what it is and why you did it.
Oh, I don't know. Cause saying you have 5 kids when you have 10, that's baby.
I mean, listen, that's not gonna be no problem for me because I'm not gonna be with no man that's got that many kids. Even if you are taking care of them, that's just too many for me.
10 kids?
And I love kids. I love kids, but I ain't gonna be able to do
That's a lot of kids.
it.
Wait, does he know for certain that all of those kids were his? Because it's
I'm not gonna say that because
it's some men that just take on
my
extra
my
kids.
my stepdaddy that passed away, he claimed 15 to 16 kids, and that's between all of his past relationships. He broke up with the women, but he did not break up with the kids.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that was.
That would
my
be
thing.
me, and I am thankful because that also helped shape me. Not enough for me to want to be with no man that's claiming that many kids. Now, if they are grown, or if they're kids that he's claiming, and he lets me know, like, hey, they're not biologically mine,
Mm-hmm.
but because I was in a relationship with these women, I claim these kids, but I'm not financially responsible for these kids. Then that is commendable and acceptable. Totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. And I will definitely take a man that is like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much real quick, especially if you're not abusive.
Yeah.
I would definitely take a man like that any day. But if they're yours, you are financially burdened.
And you can't, no. We can't go on no dates. Because I'm gonna have to pay for every one of them. Because you ain't gonna have no money.
Come check for me when they get grown or teenagers or something like that. When you're not a financial burden.
He damn sure ain't gonna be able to do it when they in college.
Yeah. That's just too many.
And they're
kids.
probably all stair step.
See,
if he don't have any multiples.
let me tell you. Speaking of that, like I was in love with Ray Lewis. Loved me some Ray Lewis. And then I found out Ray Lewis had like 6 kids between 3 or 4 different girls. I fell off of Ray Lewis real quick. I did.
What did that have to do with you?
Because I felt like...
But you didn't have a chance with Ray Lewis, though.
In my dreams, I did.
That was...
I felt like, wait a minute. I love me some Ray Lewis. Yes, I do. And then I was like, but hold up. He ain't got no consistency with women.
Not very many celebrities do.
Yeah, and that's why I fell off. That was the only celebrity that I like literally was like, I love me some Ray Lewis.
Y'all see what I have to deal with. Y'all, help me. Help me, please. Help me.
Yeah. Listen, I told y'all in the beginning that I was a handful. I told y'all.
And a half.
And I am not innocent by any means necessary. So
she just got that little face.
I just got one of those faces and possibly the voice that lead people to believe that I'm innocent.
And
I'm not.
Just like a sailor.
My sister said, she called me and she said something to me. And I think she did it on purpose. to incite my language. And I started cussing on the phone. And then she was like, Gary, your auntie on the phone.
She got you.
And I was like, I'm
That's
sorry.
a good one, Speedy.
I was like, I'm sorry. And here she go. And you said she didn't cuss.
Like a sailor.
But listen, I didn't start cussing until I was in my 30s, and that is the honest truth. You can ask Brian.
And you cuss like that?
Baby, when I start cussing, I'm telling you, man, a rain of fireball.
It's a second language.
Listen, I do try to watch my mouth when I know I'm around family and stuff like that. I do.
It's hard.
I really do.
Boy, Trey.
Yes, I really, really do.
Tell you it's hard. It's hard.
You want to read a card?
Sure. Wait, what time is it?
We read one card since it's so late. I
think we should read two. Well, yeah, we'll read one.
Okay. I mean, if you want to read two, I will. Okay, so date night cards, okay? What was the last lie you told and the reason you told that lie?
That's a good one. You gotta snitch on yourself.
Man, I gotta think about this. I tell a lot of lies. I'm just saying.
You see my eyes?
Listen. You go. Let me think about this one.
Wait, I need some popcorn.
What was the last? I mean, I've been telling a lot of truths lately, so I don't know.
Lately?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been brutally honest lately.
Okay. Mine says, what makes you insecure and what do you do to cope? Hell, I don't know. I'm very secure with myself. So, shoot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't consider myself insecure.
Okay, maybe I need another card. That wasn't good for me. Well, yeah. I'm not. Okay, well, you know what? The only
I
thing
can be subconscious about some things, but not insecure.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm subconscious about is this gut of mine.
Yeah, ever since the surgery.
Yeah.
Ever since the surgery, I definitely grew a gut bigger than ever.
Yeah,
so not insecure though. Not that.
I mean, I don't get any complaints.
No complaints. So I'll never be insecure about that.
It's just
subconscious, definitely, but not insecure. Yeah, because nobody wants to go out and then feel like they're slouchy or something like that.
I don't be slouchy.
No, I'm saying it's like you're subconscious. You want to make sure you look right. You want to make sure you look good.
Yeah, once I lose this, baby, you ain't be able to touch me with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, but no, I'm not.
No, let me stop. I'm not conceited at all.
I'm not insecure. I'm still trying to think about the last lie I told.
Okay, well, just tell us a lie. Do we need to mute the mic?
Let me pull another card. I'm still gonna think about this. I mean, I've been brutally honest lately, so I really can't think of no lies.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
I mean, I'll tell y'all though, I do lie a lot. Especially if it's gonna save my tail. Would you ever date outside your listen? No,
I
would.
Have
to finish that.
I would.
I have.
I would. As long as he treated me right and did everything he was supposed to do as a significant other. Yes, I would. I don't discriminate.
I don't discriminate. I'm very attracted to the opposite race. I just won't date them.
I would date them. I didn't say marry. I would date.
Yeah.
Ain't like I can have kids anyway.
I don't understand their culture, and they barely understand mine.
We're not talking about speaking another language.
No, I said their culture. Just understanding their culture and their beliefs and all in between that. So no.
Monica.
I'm still trying to think of what have I ever lied about. to
Oh, well,
kinda
while
bring
she's
that
still
forward.
thinking, I'll read another card. Yeah, I didn't even realize it was this late. I guess I got here late. I've been on the road. Why do I keep getting all these self-help cards? I don't like this card. Who hurt you and what have you done to heal? Baby, ain't nobody hurt me. A lot of my family members say I'm cold-hearted. I don't know why. I guess it's because I can walk away. Does that mean I'm cold-hearted?
I mean, not so much as
It just-
being hurt. Different situations. Not so much as being hurt, but different situations can just teach you life lessons that make you non-tolerant.
That part right there. And my tolerance is 0.
Yeah.
I have 0 tolerance.
It's something about that 3-0.
For bull malarkey.
Ever since I turned that big 3-0.
I don't know what age I hit, but yeah, I have 0 tolerance.
I'll never forget it. I was 30. I was 30 when I became non-tolerant. And I was about 32, 33 when I started cussing. But I was at train at that point.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So are these cards trying to tell me I need to read a self-help book or something?
I can't answer this. I can just tell y'all that I do lie. So I'm just gonna humor myself. Oh,
Read it.
all I saw was SO, so I already knew it was a long one.
Here, I'll read it.
Your significant other develops a serious illness and can no longer perform certain conjugal duties. He or she gives you a free pass
Ooh.
to get sex elsewhere.
Mm.
Now, there is a movie about this.
Hall pass.
Yes, there is a movie about this.
Yeah.
And I think we spoke about this, not in so many words,
Mm-hmm.
but would you use it? Why or why not? It depends upon what is going on with my husband and the standing of the stress in our relationship that would lead to me taking that free pass.
That's a good answer. Well, I'm not married, nor am I in a relationship, so I can't answer that.
Now, if me and my significant other, if we are stressed behind it all, literally stressed behind it all on both ends, then yes, I would still have to think about it before I take him up on that offer.
Well,
But 9 times out of 10, if it's something medically that caused him to not be able to perform, I mean, if it ain't nothing wrong with his hands or his mouth, I don't know what else to say.
well, hypothetically, if I were married and me and my hypothetical husband talked about this and it was okay with him, for one, it depends on how long. If he would never be able to perform, then yes,
As I said,
I would
it depends
use
on
the
what his condition is. It depends. If it's something that would never come back, and say he can't pleasure me with his phalanges, or he can't pleasure me at that point, utilize toys.
I was about to say,
I would
there
think
are
about
some
that.
toys that are very realistic.
Yeah, there are other options that I would consider first before taking him up on that free pass.
Okay, well, since she did 3 cards, I'm going to pull another one. Hopefully, it won't be a self-help card.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Your significant other catches a case and is going to be locked down for a long time. Would you hold them down or leave? Explain. Well, I mean, if we're married, I'd hold them down. Mm. But we'd also talk about me having somebody on the side. Because if he gonna be locked down for a long time, we'd have to talk about us having an open marriage while he gone. I mean, ain't nobody gonna be putting it down like for a long time. I mean, just like putting it down, putting it down. But I mean, yeah. I don't like using toys on myself. I like for other people to use them on me. So yeah, we have to have a long conversation. Especially if he know he gonna get some time, I mean some serious time. We talking like anywhere from 5 to 10 years. That's a long time for somebody who's very hypersexual to go without. I'm quite sure he started the conversation out first before I would because yeah, you know your partner.
Listen. Now, I work at the jail. And depending upon the relationship that I have with my partner, would determine if I hold him down, first and foremost. Now, if my husband, and it depends upon what he going in there for. Okay. Now, if he going in there like you said, and he finna do sometime. Now, if they told him 10 years, okay, yeah, I can hold you down. Because I know you're not gonna be in there for 10 years. So I can hold you down.
Probably gonna do like 7.5.
If they tell you 25 to life,
Oh, we'll be pen pals. That's it.
depending upon what you in there for and how long we have to fight to get you out of there before those 25 years. But because you know some people do get lucky and they overturn their rulings and let you out or whatever. New evidence comes up and stuff like that. People get falsely accused and stuff like that. Definitely.
Oh, dang.
But it would be hard for me to, if it's 25 to life, it would be hard for me to hold you down. And that's not to say I don't love my spouse or anything like that, but it would be hard simply because that's a long time away from each other. Any and everything happens in jail, regardless of how you perceive your life to be. And to expect me to be faithful to you for that many years is already crazy within itself. You should want me to be able to be satisfied, especially if you can't. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I can by myself in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. But that's only gonna last for so long. I'm not gonna lie. Just keeping it real. And if he can't be like, okay, I'm in here for 25 years, guaranteed. Do what you got to do because when I get out, I want it gone. Okay, I can respect it.
I want it gone. Yeah, 25. Ooh, that's a long time.
And gone
I stopped
it,
at 10.
and gone it will be. And that's if my man is innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if my man is one of those men that can't stay out of trouble, and now 25 is his ruling, 25 to life, yeah, no. I'm not going to stick it out, and I'm not going to hold you down. Because just like the court had his last straw, I did too. That was the extra drop that made the cup run over. Because I'm going to be tired.
Mm-hmm. All that back and forth.
All that back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm going to be tired. And I know where people's hard-earned money go. Mine's not going there. I work at the jail. So, what happened to better or worse? Oh, I'm going to love you still.
Who said that?
Anthony. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you still. I mean, just because you're locked up don't mean I'm not gonna love you no more.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that just I can't continue to keep riding that out with you. Because if you're a
because
person,
you know better.
yeah, if you're a person that constantly stay in trouble, and you finally get a 25 to life, then I'm gonna be I'm gonna be tired.
Because you've got no slaps on the wrist, and now, yeah, that slap is no more. Now you got them cuffs.
Yeah. Now
You got that clink down.
say you got that, you always seeing red, and you done finally acted up on it, and you done hauled ass and killed somebody or some unalived somebody, and now you got 25 to life. I'm gonna ride it out as long as I can with no guarantees. I will say that you'll get my visits as long as I can afford to come and visit, because they tend to move you to Timbuktu, far away from your family. Oh, he from Texas. Send him to Sri Lanka. You got to figure out how to get there. So it's like, and then you got to park hours away just to wait for the bus to take you hours away. Yeah. That 30-minute visit turns into a whole week vacation. Because of the drive and the travel and the sleep and all that stuff. Yeah, that's gonna burn out real fast.
Yep.
If I'm not going to lie. And that'll be my for better or for worse. I will ride it out as long as I can. But don't expect me to be faithful if you're sitting out 25 years. And that's a guarantee. You can't go nowhere until you serve that. I'm not going celibate for 25 years.
Especially when you know it's going to be people trying to holler.
I mean, not even that. Imagine going back into being a virgin, like, and then all of a sudden he coming out with that little pink thing hanging out. I ain't gonna be in no hurry to just jump your bones because you free. I'm gonna be scared. For those of you that's not thinking about that in that situation, I am going to be scared. I am going to be very afraid.
Well, I'm not going to be scared because of the little pink thing hanging
I'm
out.
gonna be scared because of the disease I don't know you have, because of your sexual encounters you might have endured, whether forcefully or not. You know, there are a lot of things that I'm gonna have to take into consideration. So, yeah. Now, once the tests come back clear, the most you can probably get from me is a hand job. And it's after I check it out and make sure I'm not going to get nothing on my hands that I can't get rid of. I'm just keeping it real. For those of you that are not thinking about that and you're in that situation, I work at the jail and I pass a lot of Vaseline. I'm just saying.
Okay.
For their feet.
Oh, God.
So
this was a very in-depth question.
Especially dealing with me. Y'all don't know what's going to come out of my mouth.
I told y'all she look innocent, but she is not. I'm about to read.
Well, I have not. Listen, I have been forgetting to read from my book.
Mm-hmm.
Now. Okay, no. We're gonna end it. Look, we've been on here an hour and a half.
Yeah, and I said I was hungry.
So I'll catch y'all on the loving list.
Oh Lord, no.
Freestyle Thursday.
No.
Okay, she been missing it. Oh, let me tell you about one of these cards. I want to see what your reaction is just to one of the cards.
Oh my God.
Just to one of the cards.
That means it's bad.
It is.
And she agreed.
Okay, here it is.
Wait, let me prepare myself.
Now, what would you do? Okay, so it says, go wild and buy a clone of penis and clone a vajayjay, the P word, kit, and make a custom rubber toy for your lover. Number 3. Now, I had looked up.
Okay, I'm all for the clone of penis because I already know whose penis I want to clone. But to clone mine, yeah, I don't know. about
That seems so weird.
They have the cloner. They got this one.
Listen, so
I'd be scared for that one.
so I had looked this up because I ain't got no sense.
I knew they
And,
got the clone of penis because I'm tempted to buy one and clone it. 'Cause, baby, ooh, yes, Lord have mercy. That's a topic for another day. Whew.
Oh, they got videos out on
Ooh.
how to clone a willy.
You don't need no video for that. You mix up stuff and
Listen, I don't
Oh.
know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm cheating on Mr. Wilson for real.
with Mr. Wilson.
With Mr. Wilson.
Lord have mercy. You can let Mr. Wilson use Mr.
Here you go.
Wilson.
That's okay, Mr. Wilson.
Wilson
I've already
2.0.
had Mr. Wilson. That's why I can't use toys, y'all. Don't y'all play me no. Don't pay me no mind.
Wait, are those different? Are those different mamas? Oh, you haven't had these? No.
You see, they only gave me all yellows.
And
They gave
one
me
red.
They gave me 3 reds. I ate 2 of the reds.
Oh. Let me get the yellow one because he want the yellow ones. I just got.
They got them.
They got what?
Look at them. They come in these little tubes. Let's see, 10% off.
They got a website? Clone a Willie? What?
Well, this is for the JJ.
Okay, but how do you clone the vajayjay?
I don't know. You have to look at the video.
I'm gonna have to go home and look at the video.
Like for those of
I
y'all,
might clone a couple of my vajayjays and give them out as birthday presents.
those of y'all feeling kinky, wanting to be freaky,
Ooh,
there you go.
Lord have mercy.
Now I have been forgetting to read from my book, so I'm gonna read from today. That says, "Look to you." Today is the 3rd, right?
Yes.
Okay, "Look to you" is the title. "To you I lift up my eyes, O you who are enthroned in the heavens." Psalms 123, verse 1. God is far above any trial or trouble you face. His power is overwhelmingly capable of saving you. Don't get lost in the fear of what could come. Rather, fix your eyes on him.
Wait, how you gonna read that after we just talked about clone of Willie and clone of vajayjay?
Listen, he said to multiply.
It tastes like banana. It is banana.
Oh, that's not lemon?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I thought that was lemon.
Mm-mm.
Well, y'all, I appreciate y'all. If y'all just not jumping on his feet, I'm sorry, but you missed a good one. At least I think it was great. And I got Mr. Wilson calling me. I will see y'all next time. I will be back on here on Hot Topic Tuesday and again on Freestyle Thursday.
I'm just eating this candy. Now I'm hungry. I have not had anything to eat since breakfast.
I'm hungry too. Mr. Wilson is making me some mini turkey sliders.
He said,
Okay, he called me twice, y'all. So bye. See y'all next time.
Bye, bye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now.